Ladies and gentlemen, today on the True World Order, I invite you to reflect on the story of Sandra Bland, a woman whose name echoes in our hearts and minds, a symbol of the enduring struggle of justice, equality, and the profound significance of free speech. Sandra Bland was not just a name on a list or a face in the crowd. She was a daughter, a sister, a friend, and a voice that demanded to be heard. In July 2015, Sandra Bland was pulled over for a minor traffic violation in Texas. What followed was a series of events that led to her tragic death in a jail cell 3 days later. Her passing sparked outrage, grief, and a deep, unyielding call for change. It also forced us to confront the harsh realities of systemic racism, police brutality, and the often unseen, unheard cries of justice, for justice, that resonate through the corridors of our society. Now, Sandra's story is also a stark reminder of the importance of free speech. Her voice, her words, and her courage to speak out against injustice are a testament to the power of expression. In a world where silence can often seem like the safer choice, Sandra Bland chose to speak. Sandy chose to speak. She chose to question, to challenge, and to demand a better world. See, free speech is not just a right, it is the lifeblood of democracy. It's through the tool which we can advocate for our change, hold power to account, and ensure that no voice goes unheard. But free speech is only one part of the equation. For change to truly take root, for justice to truly prevail, we must also embrace the power of unification. In unity, there is strength. When we come together across lines of race, gender, and background, we create a force that is unstoppable. Unification means standing together, not just in moments of crisis, but in our everyday lives. It means recognizing that the fight for justice is not the burden of the few, but it is the responsibility of many. Sandra Bland's legacy is also a call to action. It is a call to use our voices to speak out against injustice, to stand in solidarity with those who are oppressed, and to work tirelessly towards a world where equality and justice are not just ideals, but realities. It is a call to remember that our differences, not our divisions, but strengths. That in our diversity, we find our collective power. Let us honor Sandra Bland's memory. By continuing her fight, let us ensure that her voice and the voices of countless others are not silenced by fear, but amplified by our collective resolve. Let us commit to the principles of free speech and unification, knowing that together we can create a future where every individual is valued and every voice is heard and justice is truly for all. Thank you. Right now, I'm going to play one of my favorite clips a couple times of some just a little ski taste, so we call it down here in Texas, a little ski taste, a little sample of what Sandra Bland's words were. And this clip I keep in my phone, I keep on my StreamYard, I keep it around to always inspire me in times where I need inspiring. It gets hard sometimes trying to be an advocate for mental health or just be an advocate in general for a plethora of things, and knowing that you're going to meet resistance. But at the same time, when you watch her videos, you will see her make the commitment to her purpose. And that was the beauty of it. And she is one of the things that gave me the inspiration to start the trill pill. Even though this channel right here is not mental health centered, mental health would always be the foundation of what I do. Is how I started, is what I started creating content about, and it would always be the ace in my lineup. So I'm going to play this clip of Sandra Bland, and let's see, I'm going to play it a couple times, maybe 2 or 3 times. I feel like I'm in spirit. I'm in Sandy's spirit today. Sandy still speaks. Everything that she said in her videos, it still applies right now. And I'm going to have the link to her videos in my description box, so you can go and check out for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Y'all go over there, y'all show some love to that page. God bless Sandra Bland and her family. My condolences still. Today is July 13th, and marks the 9th year since she passed away. And so much has happened since she passed away, right? Sometimes at a certain point in life, you're gonna have to stand for something and mean it, and know the consequences of what you stand for. You understand what I'm saying? And speak fearless. When I listen to her speak, it's a fearless tone, right? It's fearless. That's just what it is. It's fearless. It's courageous. It's genuine. It's heartfelt. It really comes from the soul. And when people speak like that, it does 2 things. I know I said, well, I'm gonna play the clip on that. I'm gonna get to the clip, but it does 2 things. The first thing it does is it gets the people who are about all that bullshit out the way. The second thing it does is it brings the people who are really about their life, about bringing change. It brings them closer. It magnetizes the relationship between the speaker and the people who follow the same steps. I'm gonna play my favorite clip of Sandra Bland right now.
It's time, y'all. It's time. It's this thing that I'm holding in my hand, this telephone, this camera. It is quite powerful. Social media is powerful. We can do something with this. If we want to change, we can really, truly make it happen. You know, we sit out here and talk about, oh, we need the next so-and-so and this and that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Start in your own home. Start with you. It's time, y'all. It's time. It's this thing that I'm holding in my hand, this telephone, this camera. It is quite powerful. Social media is powerful. We can do something with this. If we want to change, we can really, truly make it happen. You know, we sit out here and talk about, oh, we need the next so-and-so and this and that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Start in your own home. Start with you.
So when I first heard that clip, I saved it. You know, I just saved it to my phone, right? Because that still resonates with me today. Of course, when you go against the grain of society and you don't represent what they represent, you represent something different. You hold yourself up, you know, in a different way. You hold yourself accountable, and you speaking out and you're reaching out and you're talking about things that are uncomfortable. Of course, you are always going to meet some resistance, but that's not a warning like to stop. Like that. That means you got to keep going. If you're really about what you're talking about, you got to keep going. It's not a maybe I'll start today and quit tomorrow. It's a lifelong commitment. Because once you start, you can't stop. And when she said that, it resonated with me, and it also it exacerbated me to start the trail pill and start on this journey of mental health and trying to bridge the gap, trying to be the bridge, trying to, you know what I'm saying, between us and this information that's out there and us and getting the help that we need. I see so many of my people that need help, including me, right? And I understand what that journey is. And I also know that I'm here for a reason. And out of everything that I've been through, I'd be a fool not to tell my story, not to explain what I've been through. Use myself for an example for somebody that look just like me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that the world may overlook. I come from South Dallas, and South Dallas is a 5 to 8% below the poverty line. The area, it's a poor area. It's poverty stricken. It's rough. It's tough. It's, you're gonna see some shit that you probably shouldn't see. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely seen a lot of things that I shouldn't seen, and didn't understand how much those things affected me, along with other things growing up and living my life. So along the time now, I'm able to stand back and able to look back down my path. I'm able to talk about a lot of these things from experience. Never claim me, I'm not an expert, never claim to be. I don't speak from expertise. I speak from experience, what I've been through. And Sandra was the same way. I didn't want to watch any of the jail videos or create any weird conspiracy theories like a lot of content creators do and things like that. I just wanted to show my love and show my respect to Sandra Bland on this day, the anniversary of her transition. And I just wanted to speak on what her words mean to me and a lot of other people. A lot of times, a lot of folks get around these stories and once they're gone, they're just gone. I mean, we live on a 24/7, 365 day loop of information. So I understand some things are, hard to remember, but things like this I'll never forget because it helped me on my journey, what I'm doing. It always helped me. It always put that fuel back when I get depressed about not getting the views I'm not wanting to get from the content I want to push out. Whenever I'm in that mode, it always seems to be a silver lining again. I always go through my phone and bring up it's about 12 videos that I have in a folder. That's the inspiration. It's like videos and everybody like Kobe and Nipsey Hussle and Sandra Bland and George Floyd and things of that nature. Like I just keep these videos in rotation to let me know. And beyond that, listening to my family and my friends who really fuck with me and know the mission that I'm on to keep going, because it's tough. It's tough to get people to acknowledge certain things if you're not looking like a celebrity. It's so many folks in this video, like she was saying, and even further on in that video, a lot of, like she was saying, like a lot of times we get stuck on looking elsewhere for help when it really be the people that's right next to you going through the same shit that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to keep her in mind when I'm outside, I'm speaking on, I'm online, I'm creating content, or just I keep some of those moments of my life that were the hardest and the way that I solved those problems or how I continuously get through those problems. I just try my best to reach out and touch people who are going through the same thing. And at the same time, what she talking about also in this video was the importance of children, the importance of our babies and knowing what they're going through and wanting to hear their ideas and opinions on what's going on right now. So many times we don't think that our children can speak on some of these things that's going on, but a lot of the times they are directly affected by everything that goes on with the adults. It trickles down to the children. So a lot of the times we leave the children out when the answers some of the answers might be with the children. They see things from a different perspective, a younger mind. They just see it different. A lot of these things, they are the target audience for a lot of this shit. It's not us as adults, it's the babies. So putting them on game about whatever you put about police brutality, systemic racism, mental health, things of that nature, things that are important to our culture of being who we are and the importance of it, right? And those things are at the forefront, you know. And as I go forward and I'm creating these things to try to get to the kids, and my dream is to create something that's tangible so we can start getting out to these kids and getting out to the parents of these kids to let them know about mental health so we can create healthier ways to cope, healthier ways to live, healthier ways to understand what all this shit is about. We just need the information. And in the information age, a lot of the information is kept from us, as it always been. As of right now, it's just time. It's past. It's due time for us to know what we can do to help and what we can do to further our intelligence and our rights. Being an advocate, stand up for what's right. You know, being a part of it is our responsibility to hold people accountable for the things that they do. Right? It's the way that this shit is supposed to be set up. You understand what I'm saying? And unfortunately, there are forces that fight against that. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's going to be an easy fight. It's never been an easy fight. It hasn't been an easy fight. But if you have been in a fight, you already know what you're going into. You know you're going to have to take some help. You have to take some blows. You're going to have to, dip, duck, weave, bob. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you're going to have to get your punches off, get your 1-2s. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see at the end of that marathon who's still standing. That's what it's about. Who's still standing at the end of the day. It's about survival. It's about survival. That being said, God bless Sandy Speaks. Thank you for all of your words. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for not being afraid to speak out. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for inspiring others to watch your videos on Facebook, YouTube, or wherever they've seen them at. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless your soul. God bless her family. I send my condolences out. I can only imagine it being a tough day for her family. And her family and friends. And shout out to everybody out there, man. And hopefully y'all take this story and, y'all spread it out and y'all keep her name alive, because what's most important is that we have a voice. And it's also very important that we use our voice. It's our God-given right. Fuck a conscious rights. It's our God-given right to use our voice. Sandy still speaks. And if you ask me, I don't think she'll ever stop speaking. I'm the Trill Pill, and this is the Trill World Order. News that defies the norm. Long live Sandra Bland. I'm out, y'all.